Yeah. What a special night to be doing a podcast. Sunday night of all nights, the Lord's holy day, right? I mean, the Lord slept on one day. I am not religious at all, actually. But the Lord did sleep on one day. That was the Sabbath, Sunday, and the Lord rested.
I'll be honest with you guys, I'm thinking about going Catholic. I saw the other day that if you follow the Pope on Twitter, he will actually, because you follow him on Twitter, he will, what's it called, where he gets you out of purgatory?
A purgatory pass?
Something like, I don't know. But if you follow him on Twitter, you don't go to hell. That's the deal.
If you follow him on Twitter, you will not go to hell.
That's what he said.
Got it. Well, that's good. That's really good. Constance,
by the way, people, same thing if you follow me on Twitter, at @TheSamSlade. You follow me, I promise you won't go to hell.
That's a big promise. I'm not going to follow the Pope because I am not religious at all. And, yeah, that's about it. Constance, are you following the Pope?
He doesn't even live here. He doesn't live in Boston. He lives on the other side of the country, right?
Oh, yeah, he lives in California, that's right.
You guys think I'm joking. I really don't know. I'm not trying to sound stupid. And I wasn't
Honey, you give us, okay, we do these show meetings and you give us shit about how we beat up on you and we gang up on you, and then you come to town and you go, wait, the Pope lives in L.A., right?
I never said L.A. I said I didn't know where he lived. I'm sorry.
You said across the country, which leads me to think West Coast.
Yeah,
I mean, Seattle?
If I were the Pope, no, not Seattle. If I were the Pope, I would live in Los Angeles because, I mean, that's the Mecca. I mean, you're there in the middle of all the shit, you know?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Yeah, of course it does. You can do the
Tonight
Show whatever you
Hollywood.
want.
You're in the middle of all the actors. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the Pope to be
Yeah,
there.
you can save all of the actors. They're all moving to Scientology now anyway.
But doesn't
That's not
American
true. It's
culture
only
follow-
like Leah Remini.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, if we were talking about Catholicism, I was raised Catholic, but I did not abide by any of those rules.
Oh
The
my.
dude abides.
My dad made us go to church every Sunday until we turned 18.
I had to go to church all the time, too. In fact, I was confirmed in the Episcopalian church. I did so many hours, I won, like, all these buttons and shit. I don't know why they give you buttons for...
My dad was like, if you don't go to church, nobody's eating lunch.
If you don't go to church...
So if you're still listening to the show, this is Crushing 30, not that weird Catholic station on the north side of town. It's hosted by the king of all podcasts, Neal Kezar, esteemed, well-respected, best-selling author, Constance Carmona. And I just kind of hang out and eat chicken, you know?
And Sam Slade. And Sam Slade.
At the Sam Slade.
At the Sam Slade.
You guys are too sweet to me.
Great. So, since we were talking about celebrities, Scientology, Catholicism, all that stuff, did y'all see what Justin Bieber is doing stuff every week? He's like the male Amanda Bynes.
He's like...
He really is.
No, you can't compare him with that. He's just being blatantly disrespectful and
But he's kinda-
trashy.
He is, but he's kind of losing his shit. He is kind of going nutty. I mean, Neal, tell him about the thing you showed me.
Okay, so earlier this week, Justin Bieber was at a concert, and people were putting their phones on stage. He didn't like that disrespect.
Explain that to me.
Yeah, what do you mean phones on stage?
They were-
I wouldn't put my iPhone anywhere.
They were literally, it was their iPhone. They were trying to hand it to him. He wouldn't accept it, so they were just setting it on the stage in front of him.
So what's the end game there? You think he's going to take it and look at your dick pics like you're Anthony Weiner, or he's going to take it and text you to your own phone? What's the end game by throwing your own phone up there?
I'm thinking he's going to take a selfie, hand you your camera back, and be like...
Oh, that makes sense.
And be like, I love you so much, girl. Or like, I love you so much, girl. Whatever he sounds like.
What if,
Yeah.
what if he's singing? He didn't No one got time for that. He's in the middle of a fucking show.
I ain't got time for that.
Hold on, guys. Let me stop the song. And
He was already stopped when they're throwing the phones.
Well, Neal did not communicate that in the story.
Anyways, you didn't even get to the payoff.
So anyway, thank you. He wasn't even in the middle of a song. Yeah, I'm a real man, okay? My voice cracks. My voice cracks like 10 times a day. It's the worst thing ever. Anyway, so he grabs the phone and he puts it in his junk because, his pants...
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. His pants are at his knees, of course, because he can't fucking wear pants like a normal human being.
Well, sure, he has a 21-inch waist. Where can you find pants that fit that?
No one knows. Takes the phone, puts it right in his ball genital area.
The junk spot.
Everybody laughs. Everybody's like, oh, Justin, you're so crazy. Then he takes the phone out of his genital region and throws the phone across the opposite side of the stage. So the original person who put their phone on there, they're not getting their phone back.
He has the original person has to go wander through an enormous arena to go try to find a stranger who might have pocketed their iPhone. That's not exactly what Steve Jobs was dreaming about.
That is exactly what Steve Jobs was dreaming about. Actually.
Probably. He'd probably be pretty stoked about that because then the guy has to buy a new iPhone.
Okay, so Constance, what would you do if that was you and that happened to you?
I didn't even know that happened. I'm really embarrassed that you knew that and I didn't.
Me too.
Well, we had a show meeting and we scoured the internet.
I was at the beach. I was enjoying a great day at the beach, and then I rushed home because you guys were bullying me again.
Oh my god!
You can't play this card forever, okay?
I'm not the one who's playing it. People are messaging me saying you should quit that show because all those people are being mean to you.
I've got some things to say about the hate mail we've received recently. I didn't really want to get into it this early or maybe even at all. But the people who were tweeting the show, emailing the show, trying to make the point that all we do is beat up on Constance, look, knock it off. And if you do, email that crap to me, sam@crushing30.com. Because I will write you back. I'll write you back. Don't worry. Hell, I'll tweet you back. We'll get to the bottom of this. Constance has known both of us for way too long for either of us to be doing a show with her to begin with.
Well, with that being said, you guys take me way too seriously. You should know by now I'm over-the-top dramatic, and a lot of that stuff didn't even happen.
But the Crushers, as they call themselves, I don't know if you guys heard about that. Mm-hmm. The Crushers have this idea that you're getting bullied and you're getting beat up on or teamed up on, or we're running some kind of metaphorical train over here. When what's really going on is you're baiting us into acting like a-holes.
Yeah.
I'm not baiting anybody. I am not a fishing pole.
Damn, she is not a fishing pole. Hey, I will say this. We did gang up a little some of the time. I will say that, okay? And you know what? For that, Constance, I apologize.
Okay. Well, you kind of have... Oh, never mind. We won't even get into that.
Hey, I won't apologize. Hold on. I'm not going to apologize because this girl is this lady is an award-winning author, and I don't think she's for a second not tough enough to stand up to two knucklehead idiot dudes from Central Texas with a brain enough to be hanging out, kicking it at the most prestigious university in the country. Like, come on. What are we, idiots? Don't treat me like, the rent is too damn high guy.
I like that saying. I'm going to say it all the time.
What?
Well,
I just wrote it down in my journal.
What saying?
Rent is too high, guy, but it would be girl for me is too high. Anyways, Bieber, the last story that I heard is that they caught him on video at a club, which he shouldn't have been at because he's under 21, and he had to go potty, and he went through the basement, and he pottied in a mop bucket.
Yeah, he
Justin
peed.
Bieber's words.
Yes, he peed. Not in his words. They caught him on video peeing in a mop bucket, and when they were like, "You can't do that," he was like, "Watch me," or something like that. Right? Constance, said that what he said?
Yeah, or no, he said something about Bill Clinton, like Bill Clinton sucks or something like that.
Yeah, say that, Bieber. Say that about the most popular politician, maybe of all time.
All right. Well, here's my rebuttal to all the.
What is Bieber a Republican? Bieber still has his Mitt Romney poster up in his room, rubbing his iPhone on his junk to Paul Ryan's poster.
Here's what I think about the Bieber situation, okay? I really think he's dug himself a hole. His behavior is disrespectful. It's gross. But the point being, he's one of the most famous people in the world. With that, this happened when he was a child. All that shit being thrown out of you, you're going to act a little crazy. Is that an excuse? No. Somebody needs to be guiding him or telling him that what he's doing is wrong.
It's not an excuse until you write Thriller.
Okay,
No,
I'm just
what?
saying. Does
No.
anybody get a little bit of what I'm saying?
Yes, he was a
little
child. Yes, he was a child star. Okay, first of all, we talk about Amanda Bynes and all that stuff. As a child star,
Totally different.
your
Those
parents-
two things are totally different.
No, I don't think they are. Your parents throw you in that shit. He was
Right,
like
Joe Jackson
Let's
pimped
say
out Michael Jackson.
let's say he was 10, Bieber, when all this shit started. Okay, he's what?
Like Michael Jackson.
He's like 19 now or something. That kid is jacked up in the head. He is jacked up in the head, and there's no turning back now. I mean, the Beliebers and the Bieber is fucked up, and he's going to continue on this path. And you're right, he might turn into Michael Jackson. He'll even get the skin, nose jobs, and probably get on with little kids.
I don't care. If I end up broke, crazy, homeless on the side of the road with job creator Neal Kezar driving by calling the cops on me, it'll all be okay if Justin Bieber's out there somewhere with his nose rotting off in child molestation trials. I'll be happy with the way things turned out.
That's rough. That's a rough life you're giving yourself, man.
I know that sounds like spite, but I promise it's from the heart.
Yeah, I don't like Justin Bieber. I never have, and I hope he does. He has some nose rot. He pees in mop buckets. He puts other people's phones in his genitalia region and then throws them across the stage.
Well, how about ragging on Bill Clinton? Even people who don't vote don't rag on Bill Clinton.
I'm pretty sure Constance just said that just to get a rise out of you. Or was he at a Bill Clinton
he really
fundraiser?
did say something. He's
Damn.
he said Bill Clinton sucks or F Bill Clinton or something, and then he
Whoa! Oh! Hey!
he actually called Bill Clinton to apologize because he tweeted, or something about apologizing to Bill Clinton. He's a really nice dude. Basically just to save his ass, showing people I'm not this bad guy. Everyone feels sorry for me, whatever, dude.
Listen, Justin, I heard what you said, and I'm extremely disappointed in your actions and your behavior.
That's good. Was that Bill Clinton on the line?
Listen, Neal, I support Justin Bieber, and I think it's very important that young children these days are part of the interconnected world economy.
Damn.
But rubbing your cell phone on your own junk,
I mean,
I
you
can't
lost
support
it.
that.
You lost it there at the end.
I lost it, didn't I? Yeah, it's tough to sustain when I can't see you guys.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I see you perfectly fine.
Good. I'm pulling my junk out like Justin Bieber. Here we go.
Please don't do that. Don't pull a Biebs. Okay, I don't want to believe in your junk. Okay, I don't want any part of that shit.
You know what? It's okay because not many people believe in my junk. So,
Ugh. Whoa, turn for the worse. So speaking about your junk, Sam. So you've been out.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, not sorry on yourself.
king of all podcasts with that segue right there.
You've been out about. You're a man about town now, correct?
Yeah, I've been single for longest point in my life. I've been single for 4 years, and I mean not because I was a man whore, because I was in a long-term relationship.
That's good. That's good. And now what are you doing? Let's dive into your life. What are you doing now to help alleviate that?
We're just doing Charlie Rose show from here on out.
I guess, man. I don't know.
Just at the old round wooden table, plain glass of water, some boring questions, black drop. I'm just trying to tread water to get you guys distracted from my personal life is all I'm doing over here.
I really like.
So then
Charlie
you'll
Rose.
go back to our personal life. Ha 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 ha.
Well, you said it, not me, Connie.
Sam Lama Ding Dong. Damn.
Do not make that stick. I will, Neal. I'm not one to make public threats, but if you make that name stick,
You'll kill me.
no,
Okay,
I'm not,
fine,
and I'm not going to
fine.
threaten to quit the show. But Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak into your house and eat your Bill Miller ham salad.
Please don't eat my Bill Miller salad.
No,
Anyway,
I will. And I know people think that's some kind of sexual innuendo. It's not. Every day after work, Neal stops by Bill Miller Barbecue,
it's very good.
and he picks up ham salad, and it comes with a little plastic container of bacon, another one full of cheddar cheese, and then an extra big container of Italian dressing that looked good enough to like throw back like a shot, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And it tastes that good, too. Well, here's the thing. The ham salad is one thing, okay? That's fine. I usually get chicken every day. This is the first time I tried the ham. It was very good. I get turkey every day. Anyway, who cares about it that I fucking eat salad, okay?
I don't. I'm just saying, I'm threatening to you that if you make Sam-a-Lama Ding Dong Stick, I'm going to find a way to get into your house and eat those salads.
Never do
I
that.
think he eats them in his car.
No, he keeps them in that weird fridge by his bed. I'll tell you what, Neal needs to meet a girl who will shut down that refrigerator bed pantry down.
I love my refrigerator next to my bed.
Literally, people, Neal has a Crushers. Listen to me. This is disgusting. Neal has a refrigerator. Literally, he can roll over and get on the edge of the side of his bed.
No, I can't. Believe me, I've tried. I've tried.
Pull out like cold fried chicken, a beer. I mean, the guy keeps it stocked.
I've tried to roll over. I can't touch it. So great. Thanks for destroying the conversation. Anyway, back to you, Sam. Fucking
Damn it.
Sam-a-Lama Ding Dong is always doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Sam-a-Lama Ding Dong. So here's an idea that I had for a game. Just throwing it out here now. Okay. Sam, now that you're on the honey hole trail, you're getting back in the game.
Oh, that is such a stupid word.
Honey hole? Okay.
Right.
You can try pickup lines on Constance and see if they work or not.
Okay, can you come back to me? I'm not even playing around here. I was naive enough to think that, I swear to God, I'm not trying to do a segue. I was naive enough to think that Anthony Weiner was for real, so I printed out his 60-page campaign platform. I'm now taking it and using it for scratch paper to kind of jot down some bad pickup lines. If you guys could come back to me on this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, Neal, what are the pickup lines you try to use on me to hit on me?
I'd be like, hey, what's up? Beautiful. What, you want to go hang out at the park sometime?
Click.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay,
Click.
that one wasn't. Oh, damn. Damn. I'd be like, hey, what happened to your wings? Because I think you were a dragonfly and I tried to kill you. Pest control.
I slapped the shit out of my own leg trying to kill you.
Yeah. Instead of the angel one, I'd be like,
we got it.
okay.
The Crushers got it.
Speaking of women, and we can go back to Sam in a little bit, I guess.
We're doing multi-segues right now. Multiple
But
segues.
It's like the Matrix.
Well, we're not really accomplishing anything. That's why I changed the subject.
I agree.
Great?
Yep.
Cool.
In life or in the show?
On the show.
Oh.
So, speaking of women, a Russian lawmaker has proposed paid days off for females when they're on their period. Because when females are on their period, they're under psychological and physiological discomfort, which is likely to not produce good work.
And I've heard that if you are in the forest with women on their period, you will get attacked by a bear.
Okay,
Sure.
that has nothing to do with Russia or the workplace. So if you could stay on topic, please.
Sure. Well, I mean, I don't know why women get paid days off for that. I'm sure it's horrible to go through that once a month, once every couple months, or twice a month. But
Who gets it twice a month? What are you talking
There are people out there. I've dated them.
see, there you go, right there. And I mean, the issue is, why can't I get a day off paid leave once a month?
Well, I don't really agree on it, and this is why. Yes, it sucks, it's painful, but anyone can say, mine is so bad, I need to go. How do we really know it's that bad?
Well, yeah, there's that, but I can tell you what, like my ex, she really, like, there were times I would explain it more thoroughly, but I'm not a doctor, nor do I have a clue about how women's bodies work, other than what I need to keep away from them in certain situations.
Knives and guns, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and my own junk. But the whole thing is, she would get so physically, like, ill from like the cramps and whatever else goes on. And I'm going to sound like an idiot trying to act like I'm going to end up sounding like Todd Aiken. I'm not going to do that. But some people get it worse than others, just like allergies, just like the flu. I'm probably digging a bigger hole by comparing menstruation to allergies. But
I mean, I would say the flu is pretty terrible. I get that.
Well, sure. But some people, they get the flu. They're like, yeah, I got the flu. And you go over, you run into them, you have no idea they have the flu. But some people get bedridden, they go exorcist or throwing up split pea soup all over the walls.
But if it's really that bad, are you really going to tell your boss, I'm on my period, it's really bad, can I go home or I can't come in today? No, girls are usually like, I have strep throat or I have a personal emergency to take care of. Why can't we just keep it at that?
Yeah, that's true. And you get that paid sick day off. But in Russia, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't get a paid sick day at all.
In Russia, you paid the sick day.
That's right. With a finger or your life. Those are the two. They're like, well, we could just take your finger, and they do.
Well, you'll die.
But that is pretty crazy that in Russia, of all places, that they're proposing this idea.
I know. I thought that was really weird, too.
I mean, women's rights aren't, like, on the number one list. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure
there's 15 initiatives that have to do with vodka before you get down to women's health.
Well, plus I'm pretty sure they just export all their women as sex slaves throughout the rest of the world. So
well, it's really interesting. Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, and South Korea have already granted menstruation leave to their female workforce.
Damn.
I didn't even know that.
Where's America? What, don't we value women?
I'm a champ. I will take some Midol and I'll get my work done. I don't care.
That's great. And that's fine. But look, the bottom line, if you want to get all serious about, hey, where are we? We can't even agree to pay women the same rate at work as men. I mean, we can't even get on pace with equal pay. How the hell we're going to get to off days because you're on your period? I don't know where we think we're going to make that leap.
But maybe
Let's start out by giving them equal pay.
Maybe that's the start. Maybe we're like, okay, fine, not equal pay, but you get a sick day once a month. Woohoo! No, nothing.
You dig your own grave with that one, Ron Paul.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously don't actually believe that, and that,
No, Neal's one of these guys who plays a Republican on the radio.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of Republicans,
he's off the radio, and then he agrees with everything I say.
I don't agree with a lot of what y'all say. Okay. Sam wanted to destroy America 2 weeks ago. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Look, come on.
You did try to destroy America.
Don't question my patriotism. Don't do that. Don't turn that into that.
Okay.
Do not turn this good, lighthearted comedy show into destroying my patriotism, which I think I have a long record of.
I agree. I'm on Sam with that one. High five. I can't see you, but we're fiving right now.
Dang, I mean, air five.
The last 12 years, there's been no Republican I mean, that's a completely wrong statement. There's been no young people Republican activism. It's been old people turning out because it's that or it's you miss lunch at Luby's. That mac and cheese is still going to be sitting there tomorrow, the same exact mac and cheese. Who cares?
I love Luby's.
So do I. I haven't been there in forever. We got to go. But the left turns out young people. They get them involved. They don't just breed cult followers. And I know Los, our producer, if he ever shows up, has all these issues with Obama, da-da-da-da-da. You know how hard you guys would be bitching if Mitt Romney was president or if John McCain and Sarah Dumbass got elected?
I would have never. Why would they have even won in the first place? I mean, anyway, we went to a private liberal college, okay, and the conservative activism. I mean, I wasn't a part of it because I don't give a shit.
That's not a liberal college.
Hold on, yes it is. Hey, wait. Yes, it is. Very hardcore liberal. Anyway,
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Come on.
It's liberal arts college doesn't mean that it was liberal.
I mean,
it's also very hard Catholic.
It's pretty free and open. Okay, no one went.
That's
to
all
church.
colleges.
No one went. That's true. But it was pretty hardcore, man. I mean, I wasn't a part of any of it because I don't give a shit. But the people that were a part of it were pretty hardcore. They were pretty hardcore about being like, I'm conservative. College kids for conservatism.
Well, I was really involved in college. I did a lot of organizations and stuff. You just said you didn't. So for you to make that call that you knew everything that was going on is probably false.
Yeah, so pretty liberal.
with that being said, with everything we're chatting about right now, like, everybody's views, whatever, you believe in this, I believe in that. Either way, whatever you believe in, unless if it involves hurting somebody, I think it's impressive for someone to be so passionate about what they believe in. So I respect Sam for, like, not only is what he does for work his passion, but he likes doing it. Does that make sense?
Well, and I don't even want to get into that stuff. That's kind of a different phase, but...
Well, I was giving you a compliment. Say thank you.
I super appreciate hearing that from you, Connie, but, I mean, I'm not trying to, like, put my balls on the table here, but...
You kind of did.
Look, I mean, come on. 08 was a pretty good run.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of whooped some ass in Ohio that year.
That was like 4 years ago.
Well, that was Beatles Invade America. That was, that was Saturday Night Live goes on the air. 08 will never be duplicated again.
I agree. It was...
Hell, even Neal voted for him in 08.
I did vote for him in 08.
He did.
I did. But I was swept up in everything, and he did a really good job of getting everybody out to vote. Really good job.
Look, I've met with Neal Kezar. He is an outstanding American.
Man, that's really fucking good.
Who are you being? Richard Nixon?
Obama, dude.
Oh, I thought he was
Anyways.
being Nixon. I
So
swear,
what do
dude,
we-
I swear I thought.
It's the same thing at this point, right? We had a whole bunch of stuff we were going to get to. We were going to do... Are we going to get into the mayor of New York's race? Or the race for mayor of New York?
Nope.
I don't know. That's up to you guys. I didn't even
sure.
know that was on the list.
No. The other thing was just the Wiener sex scandal whole deal.
That's what I was talking about. He's running for mayor of New York.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I even knew that.
That's like the other half of the story other than the dick pics.
Yeah, well, the dick pics are really... The dick pics and the porno thing is really the biggest part about it.
What porno thing?
Okay, so he... Not his mistress or anything, just some girl messaged him on Facebook one time, and she was like, I'm really disappointed. You're not doing anything for my city. I hate you, Anthony Weiner, and I hope you get a paper cut today. And then Anthony Weiner was like, hold up. Year later, sends her a picture...
The guy sits on that for a year?
Yeah, he sits on it for an entire year. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Discipline.
He tries to set her up in an apartment, he tried to have a sex dungeon with her. His wife had no idea. He didn't care about his wife at the time. This girl, this mistress, is now going to do a porno.
Is that for sure?
Yeah, she's negotiating the contract with Vivid right now.
Well, of course she is.
I know, she's cashing in.
She's cashing in,
Yep.
dude.
But I heard, is this the same girl who wouldn't put her name on the stuff when she leaked it a couple weeks ago because she, cared about him and didn't want it to go public? And then, is this the girl whose last name, her name sounds like a porn star, right? What's her name?
Sydney Leathers.
Okay, is that real?
It's got to be a fake name. It's got to be.
I mean, it has to be. That sounds like you were planning on getting into porno the whole time.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And, she's like, oh, this is just an anonymous tip. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus. I love, him. I don't want to harm him at all. And, of course, then she's doing Howard Stern's show a couple days later.
Of course.
Nice. Let's be right out, Robin. Is this woman? She, sold Mayor of New York's cock. That's right, Fred.
I mean, how embarrassing is that? Just for the money and the fame?
It's pretty
shaming
despicable.
your family. It's just so sad.
Well, and the fact also, once you go on Howard Stern, there's no going back. Now that it's a TV show, you can get it on the internet. Yahoo News covers it. And to go on there and... What did she say about any of it on Stern? Was she...
She was pretty hardcore. She was talking about...
pretty open?
Oh, yeah. Howard Stern asked her his penis size. She commented on that. He's like,
Oh, wow.
hey, is it big? And she was like, yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she She was talking
Classy.
about, yeah, she is really classy. She would talk about their phone sex conversations.
They were having phone sex?
Oh, yeah, all the time,
hey.
multiple times a day.
Hey, who's to say that everything she was saying was true?
Right?
Anthony
Only
Weiner's
half of that wasn't true.
and Weiner's camp is not going to come out. And
No, Wiener's camp is busy calling their interns slut bags.
yeah, they're not
well,
going to come
dude
out.
just needs to give up and not run. Like,
You think he
enough
needs
is
to drop
enough.
out?
Enough is enough.
Isn't this the
Yes.
equivalent, though, of the 21st century version of what Bill Clinton was doing in 1992 when he was running? I mean, you had Jennifer Flowers come out with audio tapes of conversation with Bill Clinton, and that's back when the highest technology was voicemail and tape recorders.
That was back in the day where a tape recorder was the size of a textbook. You can't. It's
Sure.
really hard to hide that.
Well, it's like, every time you see Clinton talk about technology, he goes, when I ran for president, the average size of a cell phone was 5 pounds.
Damn, he's really good. That
He's
was a
really good.
Yeah. It's a really good joke that he did. Does he say that though?
No, he does say that. He's obsessed with technology
Well,
because all he can think about, I
Yeah.
mean, this is my own personal take on it. Don't quote me, crushers, but I think the guy is just kicking himself in the head that if he had been alive now, the damage he could have done, I mean, with ladies, would be off the charts.
Yeah, no, but he would have gotten caught in 1 second. Now.
Sure, maybe. Or maybe he's charismatic enough and not as in your face like Anthony Weiner, who's like, hey, my name's Anthony Weiner, here's why.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, there are so many bad jokes that can be made at Weiner's expense,
Yeah, that's right.
It's
That's
like,
true.
come on, man. You're setting yourself up for this. You can't do all these things. You can't even run, okay? Your last name is Weiner. Maybe I'm just an idiot, a dumb little idiot kid with a tiny infant brain, and every time I hear it, it makes me giggle. But come on. Isn't that a funny last name?
Yeah, it is a funny last name.
Just like, come on, Weiner.
Yeah,
Weiner.
it's not cool.
Well, I mean, I think it is kind of trashy for her to go on Howard Stern, throw him under the bus completely, and now she's going to do the porno.
It makes her look just as bad as him.
Yeah, definitely. And she is just as bad as him.
Like, I have no sympathy for her. I don't know what she's trying to get at.
Well, did you see the mayor of San Diego is getting all these charges?
Yeah, he's in trouble now, too.
What did he do?
6 women have come out and said that he sexually assaulted them. So basically, if you're in politics...
not assault. Sexually harass them.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
that's different, Neal.
Why?
There's a lot difference, dude.
Because there's a hand involved?
No, because sexual harassment, if you get told no, eventually you go, okay, fine. Sexual assault, you're like, I don't play no.
No, that's not it.
I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer.
Sexual harassment would be anything that is unwanted attention. Like, it could be like, oh, wow, your ass looks good. Like, it doesn't have to do anything with touching. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So,
Saying something that would make someone uncomfortable, it's unwarranted.
So the other day when I called you Southie Hooker.
That was kind of sexual harassment. I'm not trying to sound like a dramatic asshole, but it was.
No, sure, in today's politically incorrect society, political correct society, if I make a joke to a close friend of mine and a future wife of one of my good friends, and I make a joke, and we're not allowed to joke anymore, so now I'm like sexually harassing you, but in the core,
I'm giving you a
he's
hard
laughing.
time, but technically somebody could go, report that, okay?
But isn't that a problem?
I say we report it right now.
Just get him on the phone. I'll turn myself in.
Payday. That's a payday right there. Man, I'll sue yo ass off. That's what you should say.
Do I have to go on Oprah now?
Probably. So
I love Oprah. I saw her speak at Harvard. It was awesome.
We're not going down that road. Neal, what were you going to say?
6 women have come out. I think it could be even higher than that because at first it started with 2 or 3 and then it moved up to 6 the other day. It could be 8 now. I don't know. They all have claims about the mayor of San Diego making sexual advances at them. One was the head of the teachers union or something, and what did he do to her, Sam? He tried to kiss her.
Oh yeah,
on the
yeah.
mouth
He tried to kiss her after a meeting. Made numerous attempts to kiss her while they were talking after a meeting, I guess. The thing I found the most interesting about the whole deal was, I mean, sure, I was singing "Isn't It Ironic" at the top of my lungs on my drive home, but the fact, thank you, the fact that Bob Filner, he was made in his career. He made his career by working for a congressman who eventually got beat out of Congress due to a sex scandal in the mid-'80s. So it's almost like it was only a matter of time because this is what he learned. This is all he knows.
Yeah, but doesn't this power come with, I'm not saying responsibility, but what I'm saying is power goes to people's heads, you know? And men might take this as, hey, well, I'm a powerful man. I can just sexually harass whoever I want and not get caught. And, we see it over and over and over and over. It's ridiculous. How do we elect all these people in?
Well, here's the thing. Democrats get caught, trying to maybe go too far with the ladies or going too far with the ladies at the wrong time in the wrong place. And Republicans get busted lying their way into wars, having people die for no reason, scamming money out of Social Security to put into some defense contract.
I was going to say they get caught trying to make it with dudes. Like
that too. That's also or children, Mark Foley.
Damn.
So it's just, it's what do you want to get busted for? Trying to hit on a girl or trying to hit on a child? Trying to hit on a girl or trying to bang a male police officer after you voted against gay rights?
Trying to hit on a girl or go to war. I think you should just do none of them because all of them are the wrong things to do ethically and are not advancing our country at all. At all. So if you're going to vote for somebody that's not a fucking creep and goes out and tries to hit on people all the time. Sorry, Constance.
Okay. Well, good. That's, our president does not do that, neither does our vice president.
And we're going to just go ahead and move on. We're going to move out of this.
It's too political for me. I get tired.
Yep.
It's like, politics, blah.
Paula, what? Well, good news. I heard today a baby got born on the subway in D.C.
A baby got born. Baby was born.
A baby was born on the subway in D.C. earlier. I think it was today. And you know what? The station that it was on was La Infant.
That's not even a joke.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I know. La Infant.
L'Enfant.
L'Enfant. And then the baby came out and it was smoking a cigarette. It had a beret on and a paintbrush in its hand. And I was like, oh my God.
That's really good.
This is the cutest baby I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's really good.
And it was. So would you have a baby on the subway or would you try to rush to a hospital?
If I was that pregnant, I probably wouldn't be on the subway.
Damn. So you're just done with the subway at that point.
No, I love the subway, but I'm just saying, like, it's. I've seen pregnant women on the subway, and they just look really uncomfortable. It's hard to, like, get a seat during rush hour. But I assume if I'm living in Boston when I'm pregnant, I probably won't have any choice.
That's true. I mean, you got to get from point A to point B somehow, right?
And I mean, if you're in labor, you can't just be like, hold on, let me stop my labor, get me to a hospital. I mean, if it's gonna come out,
just pinch it off.
Yeah, I mean, I would run. I'd just be like, this baby's going to come out of me. I would let it fall on the street before having it on the
Neal,
subway.
You're a guy.
You're just going to drop it like a fumble in a Super Bowl kickoff return.
Correct. And, sometimes that happens.
Godspeed, sir.
Yep.
Well, I have to say, I'm not really good with kids, or I don't think I am, but today my whole world was changed.
Because you murdered a child? We're hearing it here first.
I was at the beach today, and I collect sea glass. That's my nerdy little hobby. And this kid came up to me. He was 5. His name was Cal. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm collecting sea glass. He was like, I want to help you because you're nice. So he walks away to go get sea glass. My dad grabs my arm.
Must not know her very well.
My dad was like, you're being an asshole. You're putting that kid to work. And I was like, no, I'm not. He just wants to hang out with me. So Cal hung out with me for like an hour and a half. And he was
now
really
you're his legal
cool.
guardian.
well, his mom was like, we live in Brooklyn. If you ever want to come babysit. I was like, okay, cool.
You were like, oh, Mom. Cal was like, Mom, leave us alone. Oh, Cal's like,
Mom's
I'm
from
in love.
Brooklyn, and Anthony Weiner might stop by on a canvassing stop. So if you want to come babysit,
He was like, Cece, you're wearing a shark shirt, and you're really nice. You're my best friend. So then we were just best friends.
Damn, best friends
And
from
then
there on out.
I was like, here, have this sea glass. He's like, no, I'm giving it all to you. I just want to help you out.
That's a really nice 5-year-old.
That's my beach story for the day. Because I know we're not supposed to talk about like personal stuff, but I was at the beach all day.
Whoa. Who said we're not supposed to talk about the Crushers turn in to hear personal stories?
Well, I got a lot of sea glass. The first listener to comment on our next post, I will send you some sea glass.
Yeah, the first listener send me more hate mail about how we beat up on Constance.
there
I'll
was
send you
no
some
hate
shards of
mail.
glass.
There was no hate mail. It was just a joke tweet. Everybody calm down.
I'm calm. I just swallowed in overall water in the wrong pipe.
Guy's
And,
choking on his ham salad over
Yeah.
here.
Neal's drinking water and not beer.
Yep.
That's a first.
The world is coming to an end.
Probably.
Should I be concerned?
This could be the end of days because of that. Yeah. Everybody should be concerned. Wow. Woo! Boy. Oh, boy. Thanks. Well, sea glass is pretty cool, but I'm really good with kids. I'm really good with kids over the age of, like, 2. I'm awesome with them because all you've got to do is whenever they bring you something, like their new doll or something like that, and they're like, look at this, Neal, you just go, dang! That is the coolest item I have ever seen in my entire life, and it looks awesome. Let's go play with it right now. If you say that to them every time, they'll love you forever. They will love you
That's
forever.
true. Over Christmas, I ended up having to baby. We're at like a family Christmas deal. My mom's side of the family. You know, Neal, the lady you added on Facebook last night about 11:30 at night.
Oh, I added
And,
your mom too.
Did she accept it too?
I don't think so.
Good. Thank God she has some restraint.
I'm
Good
depressed.
Lord. So, Mom! Add Connie!
Where are you doing the show right now, Sam?
I'm doing this stuff from Studio 112, so my mom's not actually here.
Oh, okay. Mom, meatloaf. Anyway,
No,
what
that's not
about
what we're doing.
Christmas?
So anyways,
Christmas
we're
last year?
at family Christmas, and I end up babysitting my cousin's 2 daughters. And my cousin's like 4 years older than me. She's the closest thing to an older sister I've ever had. Jamie will eat your heart out. And I ended up stuck babysitting these kids. And at the time, over last Christmas, these 2 little girls are obsessed with Gangnam Style. I mean, they are obsessed. They just couldn't get enough Psy. So we turn on Gangnam Style, and it's one of those hotel suites where you got the 2 queen-size beds, right? Like with that little ditch in between them. And I just think, well, all I know to do is, you guys ever jumped on the bed? You guys ever jumped on 2 beds? Have you ever jumped back and forth across from back and forth from the 2 beds?
I got yelled at for doing that.
Well, sure, so did we. So take into account that, you know, they are not up to my knee. I'm 5'10", you know, back last Christmas, pushing 200. And we're all jumping back and forth from beds with each other, just laughing and having the best old time. No joke. 6 complaint calls in 30 minutes.
Dang, what floor were y'all on?
Like 4th or 5th.
Okay. Yeah, I used to jump back and forth all the time until somebody got really hurt, and after somebody got really hurt, that's when all the fun stopped.
Well, look, it wasn't the 30-pound toddler that was causing the ruckus. It was the 200-pound half drunk from the night before guy.
So you were jumping back and forth. I thought the children, the children were doing it. You were.
Well,
doing
they were, but they, you know, somebody had to be a good example. These kids, they're not going to figure it out on their own these days. You have to literally say, here's how to be a fat asshole.
Bam. And it was done. And then it was done after that.
And then once I'm doing it and it like causes such a powerful ruckus of me slamming into the bed and like busting my face, they're laughing because I'm getting hurt. It's the most fun I think they've ever had.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they They are kids, so that's probably the only fun they've ever... I'm just kidding. I don't want
No, I think you're right. I know the parents pretty well.
Oh, dang. Well, yeah, we talked Wiener, we talked Bieber.
Oh, I hate when you do this.
Multiple
I hate when you
wieners.
do this. It's like when a girl is
You
giving
don't-
me a ride in my car.
You don't want to do recap? You don't like
So,
doing recaps?
okay, great.
I
So
like
we
the recap. It keeps us on track.
so we had dinner and then we awkwardly kissed.
You awkwardly kissed. Do you have those one-liners written that you said you were going to write at the beginning of the show?
Man, I put zero input into it.
That's so weird. That is so weird that you don't have those.
that I didn't put any preparation in anything.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Remember, you even folded that piece of paper in order
Yes,
for us to
I've
do
got
this
folded
bit.
piece of paper sitting in front of me, and all that's on it is my name and then your name and then an X through your name.
That's not very nice.
That's all it's on there.
Constance,
So okay,
you need to talk to him.
I really don't do pickup lines, man. I don't do. I mean, I can write the shit out of one-liners, but I don't do lines.
Okay,
You
so
know,
what do you
I've never
do?
been good with that.
So what do you do then?
Oh man, now we're getting Oprah. Be a gentleman.
Damn.
Be nice. Be polite. Have meaningful conversation. Really just try to get to know the person, on a human to human level in this, interconnected world that we all depend on.
Great. Constance, does that shit work?
No.
Damn!
That's right. Hey, it didn't work on Connie in
Joe Biden?
It didn't work on Connie in 10th grade. I don't know why anybody would expect it to work now.
I just need to be made. I just need someone to make me laugh. That sounds really cliche, but
Yeah, it sounds cliche, and the truth of the matter is girls don't give a fuck how funny you are.
I do.
Because if you're not making Louis C.K. money being funny, it's all for nothing. That's
but what
true.
if you're smiling all day? Isn't that better?
Oh, yeah, that's sure. Yeah, because smiling all day really pays the rent or puts gas in the car.
Oh, well, I'm an
No.
independent woman. I'll do that shit
Yeah,
myself.
okay, Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce was too. And then she married the richest man on the planet.
She's just as rich as him, dude.
Oh, don't give me that crap. I don't want to hear that. The fact that the woman who pushed the independent women movement, all the ladies, throw your hands up in, and then she marries Jay-Z. Oh, you're
She
so-
already had her own money before they married. So
That's
that
the point.
they-
Yeah,
Oh.
she did. She was already independent women, and then she ditched the girl. She's like, screw you, Kelly. Screw you, other girl from Destiny's Child.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah, whatever your
Beyonce
name is.
Queen Bee, Beyonce forever. Moving on.
Okay, here's the point. The point is the whole shtick that girls have been doing since the beginning of time. Like I'm sure Mary did it to Joseph, and that's how he ended up with a wife getting pregnant from a ghost. Was I want to meet a nice funny guy. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because whenever you get around a nice funny guy, like 2 months into it, you're like, you're not funny. And he's still just as funny as he ever was. He's still killing with his friends. He's crushing it with strangers.
I think there's a personal attachment to this, Sam.
Okay, so what do you guys look for in girls? I bet the first 5 things are going to be physical attributes. Go ahead.
Not at
dig yourself
all.
a fucking hole.
Not at all. You
Go
can look
ahead,
like
Sam,
Jenny
go ahead.
McCarthy. You can look like Jenny McCarthy, but if your brain works like Sarah Palin, I'm gonna run for the hills.
Why does
But
this have to sound political? Jeez Louise.
okay, if you look like Jenny McCarthy and your brain works like Jenny McCarthy, I'm gonna run for the hills.
Really? She's pretty smart.
I know. That's not a fair.
Please,
No.
Mark.
I literally have like the Playboy cover of Jenny McCarthy framed in my room at home. So that's
Lord, that's a little bit too much. Don't you think?
no. She's hilarious. She's hilarious and she's hot. Are you kidding me?
I mean, she's
Yeah.
not that funny. I mean,
But-
what? Okay, so fine. You look for a girl that looks like Jenny McCarthy and a girl that has a brain like Jenny McCarthy.
No. I'm sorry, I did not do that. Look, if you can't carry on a great conversation, I'm not interested. I don't care. I'm too old and I can't handle this. I watched Kim and Courtney last week,
I hate the Kardashians.
and
So-
Chloe and Courtney were like doing all this stuff in New York. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not even gonna pay the tab. I'll ditch my freaking credit card. I'm out of there. I don't care. You'll never see or hear from me again.
I look for beauty inside
That's what I was getting after.
along with beauty outside, a great knowledge of people, human beings, a good sense of humor, and
What are you reading this off
a
of?
well-read
I know,
woman.
right?
He's reading this off of some shit he Googled.
I know.
I didn't Google anything. That was me getting serious. Okay, it sounds like I'm reading.
You sound like you're reading when you get serious.
I can't read. We went over this week,
Anyways,
okay?
we've already been over this.
Words just look like squiggly symbols, and I can't put them together and figure out what they say. But yeah, that's what I look for. And, if you can't carry on a conversation with me, I'm done. If you're just going to talk about the Kardashians, Oh, wait. Sam, did you say that already?
What, are you reading transcripts of the show?
I know.
Did you say that
What
already,
the hell is
Sam?
going on?
Did you say that? Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I mean, all of those things, so that's good. What else do you look for, Sam?
Great legs.
See? Physical
Oh, I'm
attribute. That was the third thing.
Physical attribute.
Third
No,
thing.
no, no,
That was the
that's
third
not-
thing.
That's not what I meant. I'm not Bob Filner. Don't make me out to be Bob Filner. I look for somebody who checks their private email account on the reg.
Damn. You know the password.
I look for someone who will willingly give me their Facebook and email password.
Damn.
Good lord.
I'm kidding. I look for somebody who will give me a key to their house after the first date. I'm kidding.
All of those things sound very dangerous, and I wouldn't want you to have any of those items from me.
You might get stuck in a race.
Boy, I don't want to either. You're talking to the guy who one time went out with a girl who claimed she was single, said she was single, and then halfway through the night at her house, the door got kicked in by the still in the game boyfriend.
What a see you next Tuesday.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. I hid in the bathroom like an American hero.
Let us see you next Tuesday. Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. Those are all good
Dude,
things.
beat on the door like the Gestapo, and I was like, there's no one in here.
You were in there.
I know that I started trying to figure out, can I hide in this cabinet under the sink? Can I fit in there?
And then you couldn't.
No, I couldn't at all. I mean, you guys, I'm built like a shit brick house. Neal's words, not mine. So the guy finally leaves, right? He gets tired after they have a screaming, yelling argument and a crying match to see who can out sob each other. I hear things kind of die down, so I crawl out of the cabinet and then unlock the bathroom door very slowly, not to make any subtle movements, because I'm a fighter. Mm-hmm. And he was gone, and surprisingly, we kind of picked up where we left off. You'd be surprised. It's like I came in and closed the game.
Dang.
I found a piece of sea glass today that looked like ovaries, and I found one that looks like a Christmas tree.
You found one that looks like ovaries?
Yeah.
You found a piece of sea glass that looks like an ovary.
Yep.
Got it. Well, that's awesome. That's really good. That is really good. I mean, you can probably find all sorts of sea glasses.
Well, look, you know what the music means, people.
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me, Sam?
The music means it's time to turn the shit off and put Pandora back on.
Damn.
Damn sands.
Love me some Pandora. All right. Constance, they can find you at Crushing30, correct?
Yes.
Crushing30 Facebook. Sam Slade, where can they find you?
At the Sam Slade. I don't really do a whole lot of social media, but if you can email me at the Sam. What is it, Neal? What's my show email?
Sam at crushing30.com.
Yeah,
If
so if you got
you
hate
want to
mail,
be a part of this show, you need to get on the social media train, or I will fire you.
I'm on Twitter at the Sam Slade. Tweet me and I'll get around to it or some shit.
I'm at Neal Talks, Neal Talks. We're all on the Facebook page, Crushing30. Check out the website, crushing30.com.
Like the Facebook page. Hey, if you like the show, if you don't like the show, who cares? Tweet us or email us and let us know so we can harass you about it.
If you don't like the show, I don't want to hear you, so you can go to hell. Like all of our stuff on Facebook. Like all of our stuff on YouTube. Until next week,